About a week ago, I made a video about only taking one good photograph in a year. I'll leave the link of that video in the description of this one. I highly recommend you check it out. It's very interesting. And in it, I briefly mentioned about Instagram and how Instagram is a little bit of a pitfall in that we as content creators make work for the platform as opposed to make work to be presented on the platform. There are a plethora of videos on YouTube about why Instagram is good, why Instagram is bad, Instagram 2020 hacks, how to grow, just a bunch of stuff. And to be honest, as a viewer, if you're interested in specifically in growing as a creator, then there are definitely a hell of a lot of other videos out there for you to watch. But unfortunately, this isn't going to be one of those. However, this video is hopefully going to make you think a little bit differently about Instagram's layout, its presentation, and its appearance, as opposed to numbers and growth. You'll definitely find a lot of videos out there about Instagram, and every now and then they'll arrive at some interesting conclusion and they'll have some interesting points. However, they all seem to arrive at similar conclusions, and the one thing that I can't seem to find is a video that discusses about how Instagram has changed the way photographers work and how Instagram has changed the way that photographs are presented in today's digital age. Think of Instagram as one big museum, and each user is given 4 walls to exhibit their photographs in. Now, you'd obviously not only want to consider what photographs to put on those walls, you definitely want to showcase your best stuff, but you also want to consider how those photographs work within the space that you've been given. Over time, we have definitely seen how users have incorporated creative ways of using those 4 walls that they've been given on Instagram. I mean, we've seen everything from white borders around a photograph to incredibly creative carousels to Instagram Reels, the newest addition to the Instagram family. The point that I'm trying to make is that Instagram is essentially a hub for social and professional exhibitions alike. I mean, one thing is, if you definitely want to go down the route of showcasing your work in a professional manner, then if you're going to do it, then do it right. But if you're just on Instagram because, I don't know, you just like using your phone for photographs and, you want to use it as a social platform, then you also have the luxury of doing that too. If I had to compare Instagram as a platform to something, Instagram's layout as a platform to something, I would compare it to a contact sheet. And for those of you that don't know what a contact sheet is, a contact sheet, back when photographers exclusively used film cameras only, contact sheets were a great way of showcasing your negatives in order to pick and choose what photographs you eventually wanted printed. Contact sheets were great because it really allowed the photographer to scrutinize what he or she had taken and sort of filter out the crap and keep the good ones, you know what I mean? Not spend too much time and money on printing out every single picture. Instagram is quite literally today's version of a contact sheet. The only real difference is that you have full control as a creator, as a photographer. You can really pick and choose what you want showcased on your platform, on your feed, or you can eliminate the things that you no longer feel necessary. So if you can do all of this, then why is Instagram bad? Surely it should be the perfect platform for professionals and non-professionals. What's wrong with it? Well, to be completely honest with you, and in my personal opinion, Instagram has 2 problems. Number 1, it's a purely digital platform. It offers you nothing more than the digital image. You cannot have what you see on Instagram physically printed in front of you. And number 2 is that it is an online exhibition space. Instagram, of course, I mean, it's great because it does a lot of things that photographers might have otherwise thought would be impossible. I mean, to communicate with other photographers that live across the world, you know, to be able to interact with amazing people, to have social relations, to see incredible ways that other photographers work. And it really does offer a huge spectrum of creativity. But it also means that you have to stick to Instagram's 1:1 ratio, the square tile, basically. And it may kind of seem a little bit counterintuitive, and it may seem like it's prohibiting your creativity, but actually it does the complete opposite. I found that by sticking to a 1:1 ratio and by sticking to Instagram's layout, you become a lot more critically aware of the photographs that you're posting on that social platform. Where Instagram fails is that it can only offer you a digital version of what you see. In order to go beyond that, I strongly believe if you're really interested in photography and you want to see something that goes beyond Instagram, you really have to see it in an exhibition space or in print. So, conclusion to this video, and my advice to those that are wanting to use Instagram just a little bit more wisely, is number one, don't make work for the platform, make work to be presented on the platform. Make work for yourself, first and foremost. Number two is don't be scared to delete or archive photographs. At the end of the day, you have the luxury to choose what you want people to see on your feed. And if you feel that a particular piece of work no longer fits into your theme, regardless of how many likes, shares, or comments, then you have the power to change that. And finally, point number three is having a physical copy in front of you, or going to a museum to really experience photography firsthand. I mean, like I said before, Instagram can only offer you the digital version. To really experience photography, you need to have it in front of you and you need to see it firsthand. And I think the best way to do that, past taking photographs yourself, is to see it in real life. And with those points and with that conclusion, I leave you guys today, and I thank you so much if you stuck around. If you do feel like commenting in the section, and if there's anything that you find in particular about Instagram that you feel is noteworthy, then do drop it down in the comments below. As always, social links are available in the description of the video, and do consider consider a subscribe if you're feeling generous. Thank you so much. Thanks for sticking around, and until next one. Cheers, guys.